is that open? Hello, Diplomat. Today, I'm going to see what I can do to get this running. I'm going to drain the fuel. It's got probably 15-year-old gas in there, so that could be hopefully the only thing. So I'm going to start with draining that and putting fresh gas in, and then you know, do the regular, check the rest of it, fuel delivery, spark. I'm doing it in here because the shop has got the Z24 in it. Try to get a sample of that gas. Yeah, if I'm in here, it looks kind of yellow. Does not smell like gasoline. So I'd be curious to see how this lights up. Okay, let's just see how stupid I really am. I mean, it lights. I've seen gas where it doesn't light at all, so. Yeah. Maybe that's what I should do with this extra gas. Can you see how yellow that is? I'm sorry, orange. Okay, so it looks like I have half a tank left. I gotta find that buzzer and shut it off. Diplomat, 19.5 gallons. So, got like 10 more gallons to go, so those two. There. I use this to fill the carburetor. So I pulled the air cleaner off. Lean burn is still connected. Checked all the vacuum lines, all the wires, everything seems connected yet. I'm assuming that's the bowl vent there. So I'll put some gas down in there. See if we can get it to start without doing anything else. The fuel filter's way down there. I do have one that I can put in, but let's see if we can get it running first. Gas all over the place. Hey, that was running. I just loosened this and fresh gas came out, so we're gonna fix it this way. Otherwise, I'd like to get this running with the lean burn so I can see how it runs in comparison after I swap it out. I feel like that should have a clip on that. Same there. All right. There we go. This one here, it goes to whatever that is. This one there, well, that's part of the carb. And this is PCV. I'll take that off. I think I got everything. I decided to bring the carb in, take it apart and clean it. Yeah, look at that. That's like thick. Oh, it smells like varnish. All right, well, I'm losing hope here. So one of these two was like stuck up and the other one was stuck down. And this is how they're supposed to be. This one I cannot get out, and now it's like absolutely mangled, and this isn't even coming back up. Which, oh, there it is. But I can't. I'm losing grip on this brass piece here. So, and also, which one? Yeah. So then this one actually totally stuck. You can see it's kind of, there's a spring in there. It's a little bit stuck yet, but it was totally what? No, that's later. Snacks are later. But it was absolutely stuck. So anyway, I don't know. I'm maybe going to try this just a little bit more. I mean, I did spend the money on the kit, but I'm tempted to just start converting that over right now, because I don't want to. If I can get another one of these, if I destroy this and I can end up getting another one, maybe then I'll still try to hook up the lean burn, because you know everything should work by now. But man, I could definitely tell this thing would not have run very well, and I'm not also 100% certain that that is cleared. So based on how that other carb is looking and that power valve, unless I can get a replacement, I'm just going to go ahead and jump to replacing the lean burn. I got, oops, I'll spill my gas. I got my ignition parts, so I'm going to, oh, nice box. Going to do the conversion. So from Jegs, I got an orange Chinese ignition box. Yeah, because it's orange, it means it's good. So don't worry about the fact that it's made in China. And I've got ballast resistor, and it comes with the wiring harness that goes to that. And what I got here is my 2-barrel Fury carburetor. It's a Carter. Looks like it was remanufactured in 2012. So I didn't even open it up. A little carboned up, little black, but I think it's fine. Again, I'm gonna leave this stuff all on. I'm just gonna disconnect it. I'll just leave this hiding back here. This came from down there. These two, I'm just going to remove and leave attached to wherever they were attached to. Going on. Oh yeah. All right. Just put that there. Gives enough room to get to the coil. Distributor. Ballast resistor. Yeah, I think we'll just end up putting it right here. Interesting. Are there 2 holes here? Oh my god. Okay. So, I think these are the proper holes. Is that threaded? It's a fine thread. I might actually have screws for these off the truck. I'll get it off the maroon truck, because that would be sweet if I could just use the correct thread pitch, because these are, yeah, it's gone. So next, let's just pull this plug off. Get this out of the way. I don't know what that is. Oh well, we'll leave it there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just double check. I don't see any, nope, no vacuum advance. So we'll keep the cap for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that is pointing the same way. I should get it to top dead center, but no, I'm not going to do that. So it's pointing this, that is pointing to this clip here, which is essentially in line with this wire here. That makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't have my special tool, but I'm able to get to it well enough, so. Oh no, not there. All right, recap. I'm all charged up. I've got the ignition module securely mounted. I have the wires temporarily going through, and I got, according to the documentation, the coil gets the wire from 2, which is this, wait. Jason. This ain't right. All right, never mind. Yeah, well, this is a little unfortunate. The documentation doesn't line up with the coil. It says 4 and 5, which are supposed to be, according to this, here, but those are connected to the distributor, but that is incorrect. And also this missing piece is on the other side, so that means this is 2, which is going to the coil, which is black and green, which is what I have, and 1 is going to go to the ballast resistor. Wait, no, yeah, 1 is going to the ballast resistor. So hopefully that is how that works. I think I'll probably give this a verification before I start it up. As far as this, so I've got 2 wires going into the ballast resistor on this side, and one of them goes to the positive on the coil, and that means that it's the start, because I see that the start has 2 wires going to it, one goes to the coil positive. So that means that I have to tie in this one. This is the run wire that I did have going to the wrong one, so I actually have to swap that out. And all I did temporarily was literally just shoved it in there. So we're gonna change it to this one. And now it's time for the carburetor. I've got this piece here. I don't think it matters which is which. I gotta go get the, oh, is everything gonna hook right up? Looks like it. Yeah, this will be nice. It'll be an easy hookup. So I gotta go get my bolts. I'll be right back. Oh, nice. Oh, that should be okay. Yep. Alright, yeah, that's all I got. The other two are even longer than the one I put on, so I'm gonna just use studs for these and then put those bolts back on. So I'll be dealing with two different hardware sizes. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Carb on. All right. Linkage. Throttle cable that gets pin goes in the hole there. Okay, let me show you this. So I took this off the other carb too. This is for the cruise control. I just had to hammer this out, and then that's for the cruise control. So that goes there. That gets one of these nice little C-clips. These came off the kit from that other carburetor that I was trying to rebuild that was on it. Kick down. Things on. Okay, I don't think. This needs to be out of the way. Oh, wait. All right. Yeah, all back together. All throttle connections are done. What next? Oh, so I see there's no connection for the charcoal canister on this one. So we're just going to put this aside for now. That would be this one too. PCV though. Where's that PCV valve? That slides back here. And this coil gets plugged in here. Vacuum advance. Where's my... I'm just going to leave this uncut until I determine my routing. Just trying to get it running today. That's all this video is. I'll do cleanup of this engine compartment and wiring and everything on another video. This one is only about getting it running. Okay. Yeah, come on. Yeah. There we go. Alright, I can hear that moving, so I think that's good. Alright, let's get this back to where it was. Probably a little bit advanced. Before I run everything, let's put some caps on my vacuum lines there. And let's block off the vacuum advance. So that voltage, that was the start. I don't have a run, but it should still start. So I'm not getting spark. Yeah, okay. So kind of recapping where I'm at, as you can see, everything's kind of all discombobulated here. I've got another coil hooked up. I am now getting flash when so you can see I'm getting signal from the coil. I wasn't before, but I don't think I had this. So this was all the way down, and I think I may not actually had a connection to that coil, because that coil, I know it's probably good. We'll go back to that after I'm done. I'm pretty sure it's fine for this application as well, but I opened up the boot, or I pushed the boot back. Now that's in good. I've got voltage, start and run. So, and they're the correct, this is not, doesn't have any voltage when it's start. This doesn't have any voltage when it's run. So, that's all correct stuff. I also swapped just ignition modules. I grabbed another one, and yes, it's grounded properly. They're both actually grounded right now. So if I start this, you'll see that I'm getting spark, And then if I move this to spark plug wire, let's see if I'm getting anything. Nothing. So I think again, the main part is that this was bad. The distributor's bad, but I was on a wild goose chase because that plug wire wasn't all the way into the coil, and therefore I was chasing other things. So, but that's good. I really wanted to. Made my little cheat sheet here on, you know, how everything's running. Made sure I understood it. The whole electronic ignition thing's been something that I'm not familiar with, and if I'm on the road and something goes out, I want to be able to troubleshoot it. So that's kind of why I'm glad that I've had to go through the whole system. And you know, if I would have plugged it in and it worked, well, then what have I learned? So I'm learning how to test the ballast resistor and the you know, the coil and everything else. So this is fine. Oh wow, screws staying in there, nice. And I have marked with my finger there where the distributor was pointing, where the rotor was. All right, let's get this out of here. Of course. Oh, why? And yes, I'll be attaching that right away. All right, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Probably pull the spark plug one, make sure it's at top dead center, and make sure everything's all lined up. I mean, I'm kind of winging it. Oh, no, guess what I forgot to do? All these wires. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, for crying out friggin' loud. There we go. Plug this in. A little bit tighter. There we go. All right. Coil is still good. Attached, attached, attached. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, come on. All right. There's no spark there. Is there a spark here? What? Okay. I'm thoroughly confused. What is going on? There's freaking spark. It's going. And it's spinning. Try another one. I don't know. See, watch that. I saw flashes there. Okay, so is it possible, because all I did is I pulled that out. Let's go through each one. Well, that looks like the other ones. I think that's what it was. We should have grabbed the cap. Oh, I can throw the other cap on, but I don't think that's it. Let's put this back on. Cylinder 1. I forgot to. No idea. Let's put the other cap on. I don't know what else. I seriously, what am I missing here? Is it the voltage that's coming out of that? I mean, it's a pretty bright. I mean, it has nothing to do with timing because I'm not even getting spark out of I'd at least still be getting spark if it was just timing. This is interesting. It seems about the same distance. Actually, these seem like they're a little bit deeper set in. So, all right, let's start this again. One. 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, doesn't work, I'm going home. I'm going in. What? See how bright that spark is. Okay, so there is a spark, but it's very light. I think I can just try another one and see if they're all that way. Hello. Let's turn my car over. So turn my car over.
I just need to turn it.
Yeah, you could actually just reach in if you don't want to listen to the buzz, but just for like. All right. Why? You leaving?
Yep.
All right. Ready to go outside, Jinxie? You come work in the car with me? Gotta put all this Christmas stuff away yet, too. No? Okay. Alright, I was kind of playing around because I wasn't getting anywhere, so I figured instead of filming it. So, yeah, that box is bad that I can tell so far. I'll check it again, but I wasn't getting any spark off of this on that box. And then I was able to see that I was getting spark off of here. It seemed kind of weak. And then see what I did was, well, then I directly ran. I don't think I have to do that. I'm going to undo that, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I ran the 12 volts directly to the coil, so that's running on 12 regardless. But that's a 12 volt coil, so I should be good. And then I figured, all right, I also put that at top dead center and adjusted, made sure that was set, and I actually kind of put it a little bit ahead. And then it still wasn't doing it, so I thought, oh yeah, I should check fuel. So oh, darn it. I'll put you down because you make it hard to do two things. Darn it. Let's try putting a little gas in. See if I can keep it running a little longer that way. So, as you can see, now we're at fuel related, but at least I know all that stuff is fine. So I have to, I'm guessing, so I'm going to unplug this next and see if any fuel's coming out of that. It could be a plugged fuel filter. I thought I saw fuel coming through it before. Just in case there's gas. I'd like to keep it from spraying everywhere. Alright, I'm not seeing anything come out of there. Alright, let's I'm gonna go get another bottle. Alright, let's see if we get any gas out of this. What? Pour some gas down the carb. Okay. That would likely be it. There's no fuel getting to it. And I know I put a couple gallons in, so it should be up. So, time to change the fuel filter. I worked a little too long on the spark part, didn't I? But again, there's a lot going on here, and I guarantee that was bad. So you know, I guess that's fine. Once that's going, when I get fuel coming through, then I'll just reverse everything and evaluate what else I needed to do, because I don't know. I've done a lot of things here. So, all right, fuel filter is hiding down there somewhere. So I'm just going to do that and not waste my camera space. Well, this has turned into an ordeal. Went to O'Reilly's to get a filter with the two little rubber ends, and like these, they actually come with the two ends, so I could put it back to how it was. But I don't like, they didn't have any of that, and I don't like using these way down on the bottom because they're plastic, and I like them temporarily when I have something like new. So what I did, I also have I had a bunch of fuel lines, so I'm actually going to probably try to run my fuel line from down there and around to the thing that way. Also it keeps it away from the engine. I do like to run my fuel lines a little bit further from the engine. So, so yeah, we're gonna. All right, so what I did was I tapped in there. I actually had that all hooked up when I took that line off down there, and so I could attach the hose, and then just, it was a lot easier to get that screwed into the fuel pump. Runs up, got my fuel filter so I can see if fuel's flowing, and then I have it just kind of running up and into that one. So that way at least I can see if the fuel is coming through. In fact, let's set you here so you can watch it from this perspective. Put more light on it too. Let's put a little fuel down so we can maybe keep it running long enough so we're not just cranking to get the fuel up here. I think I'd see some by now. Do I have a bad fuel pump? I'm going to disconnect this. Fuel line hose is really tough, really hard anyway, so I'm going to disconnect this and then run a line to my gas can and see if I pull any that way. Because I'm pretty sure that with the couple gallons that I have in there, I should be pulling something. I really actually kind of, I don't know what I hope anymore. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so trying to pull the fuel from the tank did not work. So I sacrificed my hose. I'm running hose directly to the fuel pump, and then hopefully we'll see this thing fill up with gas. So let's try this again. Put it in there to help it run. Well, she's running. I got it about 6 degrees advanced right now. I gotta adjust it, but I'm gonna wait till I rewire all that so I don't knock stuff out. Yeah, pulling from the tank, so the fuel pump is good. So I guess I'm gonna have to drop the gas tank. Alright, got her idling good at 750 RPM, advanced at 10. There was some noise before and I just had to plug this thing. Probably plug it better, but sounds good. Rev it up a bit. Alright, well, it's 9:30. I started this at like 11, so it took a lot longer than I expected. So tomorrow I'm going to start putting all that stuff back together the way it's supposed to be. And then, yeah, it's timed already, so all I have to do is double check that. I'm going to do that before I'm done tonight. And then drop the gas tank, I guess. First off, let's get her started and running so I can make sure that I was running before I started doing all this. I've been actually needing to spray this stuff there, otherwise it won't start. Beautiful. All right. Coil. I've rerun all the wires together. Negatives there. Positive is there with the noise suppressor. And that is how I've got this one. So let's test it. Ooh. Yep. Started right up. All right, sweet. Next. Oh, so that's all good. So I'm going to double check that ignition, and then God, I think that's froze. So let's prove to the world. Oh, come on. Make sure it's on really good. It is. Double check the ground again. Yep. All right. Let's try it now. Let's even throw this on the coil. That's a piece of crap. So All right, people. Lean burn conversion is complete. I'm going to give a recap on where we're at here. So the first thing I did was I disconnected the lean burn harness from the computer there. Connect it to the bottom there. And there's a vacuum line there too, which I disconnected, and another vacuum line. Those are all connected there. I capped those off. I also capped this off. Oh, did I lose that? No. All right, this doesn't belong down there. And I also capped that one off. That's not necessary for my use. The carburetor I replaced because you can't keep the same carburetor because it's meant for the lean burn. This is a Carter. This was rebuilt in 2012. Just plopped right on, and it doesn't have the provisions for the charcoal canister, so those are just kind of sitting back there. And then I also disconnected those lines, and so the coil remains the same, and the distributor I had to replace with one with vacuum advance, and then the ballast resistor remained the same. I was even able to continue using the same connectors, that blue plug and the double brown plug. Those remain the same. And I had to get the ignition control module, which this is the one that I got with my kit, which included the harness and the ballast resistor, which I'm not using that either because I like the old look. This is the kind that you get. It's a 4-pin, and this one doesn't work. It's orange, but it's also made in China, so it doesn't work. So it's going back. And you gotta make, there's actually two nice holes right there. All I had to do was I grabbed a couple screws with the proper thread pitch and grabbed it off the maroon truck, of course, and screwed that in there. And I'll wrap that up better later. And then so the wiring, you've got the wire that connects to the let's get over here. So for the wiring, you've got the wires that come in and connect to the distributor. You've got this kind of incorrect drawing because the pins are wrong. The number 1 here, that goes to the ballast resistor. You can see it's actually just shoved in the plug there. That works pretty good. And then I have the other wire, number 2 here. That goes to the coil negative. And then I was able to use the brown wire that was on this harness. So what happens is when you start, you get the full 12 volts. It comes here and goes right to the coil, basically, because this is the wire that goes to the coil, and this is the wire that comes from 12 volt start. And then when you're starting, this has no power, but then when you're in run, this wire has no power. So then when you're in run, you get 12 volts here, goes through the ballast resistor, and you get like your 7 volts. And then that is it. It really wasn't all that much work. My problem was that stupid coil, so I was chasing a lot of stuff, and then it seemed like it would start to work, so I swapped out the distributor I had. I grabbed the one off the truck, and honestly, this one's staying here. I'm Just gonna buy another one for the truck, and I'll test the other one. It's over there somewhere, and keep it for backup. That's it. That's lean burn conversion in a nutshell. Alright, so I got it at 12 degrees. Up there it said 16, but that was probably lean burn. And burning at 825, and vacuum's at 20, and I got the vacuum advance hooked up. Running portion is complete. Now I have to do the stopping part and then the fueling part. So I think I'm good for today. Damn. Should have brought my other torch. All right, a little movement. Only one way though. Oh. Yeah, there we go. All right. Alright, so I ordered up drums, shoes, and wheel cylinders, and I'm going to start taking that stuff apart because it'll be here on Monday. Today is I don't know what day is today. Saturday. Same here, this one. And then the front brakes look good. Rotors and pads look alright. I could probably change the pads, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I'll do shocks this summer because I'll probably want to get in here and clean this all up really good. All right, both sides are done. I replaced the wheel cylinder. I didn't get any other hardware. This stuff all seemed pretty good yet. Other than that, you know, new shoes and nice fresh brake drums. Which ones look better? I mean, I could have had these turned, but at $60 a drum, might be just kind of nice to have good ones. I should actually, I'll probably do this later, but I'll paint these, give them a coat of black so they don't turn into that. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with the weird LED thing. Sorry about that. So, I'm gonna get these on. That should be good. Yeah. Well, I think it might be this wheel cylinder. It kind of came apart on me. Hopefully I didn't like miss a piece. So maybe when it blew up on me when I installed it, maybe something came flying out that I'm missing. What's that? Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take this all apart again here. Yeah, so there's this piece supposed to go there. That was in, but on the spring, and then I'm missing something. Oh, oh yeah. So let's just go back through this, make sure everything's there. Oh, that's not supposed to have stuff in it. So there's supposed to be this metal piece, the little bushing thing or cap, spring, cap, and that keeps the fluid sealed in there because it's rubber or something. And then this other piece here. Then these. So when I put this one, when I was putting this one in, it kind of exploded on me. I don't recall why. I love how they don't include these things. And I missed that inner cap. So at least it's not the line, and it was something easily fixed. So I hate brake fluid. There, just like that. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if the brakes work on the back. And what I like to do is I do a preview on my phone of my GoPro. I can set this one here, and I can watch it through my phone, and I can watch the other one while I'm back there. still had no brake pressure. Went all the way to the floor. I've got a new master cylinder, and I got the two front brake hoses, and I got a bench bleeding kit. So I'm going to put this on first to see if that makes a difference with these front brakes grabbing and those not grabbing. If everything's good, then I'll just hold on to them. I'll change them to spring, probably, maybe, and then let's first go do the bench bleeding. So let's go to the bench bleeding station. I was going to make this like my work on cars area, but I really like being able to put a car in the middle and you don't have all that space. It's just a little bit more open. Where should we put you? Let's put you right here. I'm not going to waste any of this. Just gonna plug him back up with the plug that came with them. I don't know what these were supposed to do, but only one of them fits. Seem to work better. Oh yeah. Well, the back ones are taking up. Hold on, that's yep, it's tight. Yep. These are still tight, so I'm gonna have to change those brake hoses. So I mentioned how awesome clean cars are, because, you know, again, look how nice this is. And that took like 2 seconds to loosen that. Didn't give me any problems. Same there. And you know, I basically like loosened it, and then, you know, I can finger loosen it all the way. I don't have to get torch out. It just comes right off. And let's see if we can get this to turn. Nope, not yet. It's a little tight. There we go. Let's hold that. It stays that way, and it's not the caliper. All right, I'll bleed them and see how these work.
Aim it at the car. Aim it at the car. I guess.
The way of everything?
What?
Is everything out of the way?
Okay.
There.
I think my accelerator pump is back. So that was the first drive, and seemed okay. I don't know. I felt like maybe one of the wheels was sticking, because I was spinning and they're pretty good. I was spinning in the snow.
So that was the first time this thing's moved, and like
It's under its own power in 19 years, I think. So now I can work on the gas tank. That's why I wanted to spin it around, so I could get the gas tank fixed. Gas tank day. I'm gonna put this in that gas tank, and hopefully that'll be the last thing that I have to come across on this thing. I'm probably only got a couple gallons in there, so I'm not going to drain the tank initially. Let's see if we can just drop it. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Probably want to keep it there. So let's raise her up and Just pull the tank. It's that easy. I got the instructions here for what to do. Let's make sure we do it right. Raise car. Disconnect electrical connections and fuel hoses. Remove tank. Remove fuel sender. I bet you installation is opposite of removal. Very, very good instructions. All right, let's get to it. Okay. So, I think with as easy as this is to get to, and with like the distance between like the tank and the ground, I think I'm gonna just try to not jack it up so I can keep it low. Then I can get under here. So those lines I'm going to take off, and then I'm going to end up replacing those, so I can just cut them, and then that connection there, and then unbolt that and that, and I'll have a jack under here, and just kind of let her drop slowly. And that should be it. Okay, I got that line disconnected. I cut those lines, then I cut that one, and that one had very old gas come out of it, so that meant there was still gas in the lines from who knows how long ago. But I'm going to support this with the jack, and then do each side a little bit at a time, and try not to kill myself or do any damage. And then we also have to loosen up the filler neck. So yeah, that was easy. I actually did take those 4 screws out too, so that I was able to, however that was in, get that out. And then this I just pulled out. That I just pulled out, and I was able to pull it out and get it in the wheel well, and just pulled out. This is probably fine. If I can get a replacement, I'll see about that. And then this looks like it could use a little bit of clean up. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad in there, in the tank. All right, I got the straps off. Tank seems pretty empty. If I just go really slow, actually, if I could turn that, no. There we go. Seemed a little stuck. And down she comes. Just like that. Well, let's get it on this side, because that's the side of the filler hole. Let's take this off. I will put it back on. Nice. Slides out. Oh. Golly, no wonder. Oh, there's a lot of residue in there. A lot of old gas. hopefully, and I'll have to blow out the airlines. But let's compare the two. Oh, this one's got a return line, which I don't need. Yeah, if I were to put that one just in there and go from there, I think I'd be asking for trouble. All right. I don't even know if I have any water hose that's not frozen. All right, one step at a time. Let me just drain this, figure out how to clean it out, and we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, no. That is some brown gas. So everybody can see. Alright, let's get the rust out through here. Oh, there we go. A lot of stuff down there, so doesn't smell very much like gas either. I wonder, you know, I should see how much a tank is. There's a lot of corrosion in there. Yeah, I think I'll look into that before I get any further. Don't want to be dealing with issues down the road. I'm gonna walk into one of the coldest days. Oh no, it's the coldest day of 2026. It's like 2. So I am dedicated to getting this tank in. So I'm gonna blow the fuel line out, make sure that we're all clear, and then put to the tank in. Well, since I'm under here, I used cavity wax, so I used the SEM stuff where it looks really dark, and I ran out of that. And then I had the what's the other brand? The fluid film, which I've got like a case of. It works pretty good too. This SEM stuff, that's really thick. but I'm never going to be able to get back under here and clean it up ever again, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I have to laugh because you look at all the undercoating here and then come to this side and you can see they really half-assed it. It's like they didn't get anything done on that side. So it's like you didn't want to walk over there and take care of that. I mean, even the frame. You know, I got it all over on this frame here, but not on the other side. So, but anyway, so we're watching. This is the fuel line, and then I'll probably blow up the return as well. Well, that looks like it came out. Lock came out of there. Made a nice big mess. At least I didn't ignite my light. Yeah, I was using this. So let's actually go the other way and see if anything comes out here. And let me get a different light. Wait. All right, well, yeah, looks like just gas coming through there, so. Varnishy gas, but I think we're clear. Oh, my hands are cold. I honestly don't know how much I'm going to get through this because my hands are already freezing. And I can't run that propane heater all the time or I'll get a headache, so. Well, here's the tank. Got everything all kind of connected already. Plugged off this return line. So if I ever actually need to do one of those fuel filters with the return line, I can just tap that into there. And just gonna put this over. Which way it goes. This way. Yeah, that way. And there you go. So just gonna slide that in there and put it up with the straps on, and that's it. You don't need to watch me do that. I just want to get this done. All right, here we go. Gas tank. It needs to be finished up. Put some gas in it and see if that's all I need. I did let this sit in CLR overnight, and then I got in there with some brushes. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks much better. Am I going to get any more residue coming? Probably, but not much. I don't think enough to fill a filter. And then I did kind of look to see if I could get any of these grommets sooner than later, but I could not. So we're just going to put it on as is. I mean, it looks like the lower part is the most important sealing part, so I think we'll be fine. I'll just pay attention. If I fill it up and I get gas smell and I see gas leaking out of it, well, I guess I'll replace it. All right, I guess I just squeeze this in there. turn it so this part is at the bottom. Okay. All right. Put the top in the wheel well. Huh, you know what I should do? I should put some sort of a lubricant on it. Okay. Oh. All right. Let's make sure I have it starting right away. And watch for gas to come through there.
Turbo. Just put some gas. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was cool. Come on, keep on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There you go. Yeah. Nice. Let's see what the gas gauge looks like with 1 gallon. Wow, it's still empty. I'm gonna let her warm up a little bit. All right, moment of truth. So I'm going to take this and drive it in the snow
to the spot over there where the Fury sits. That's all fine and dandy because it's not far, but these tires are crap in the snow, so this should be fun. So don't go away just yet. I'll just recap what I did, and then move the car over there, and then be done with it. So the whole point of this video was to get it running, moving, stopping. And the first thing was I was going to fix the lean burn, but that didn't work, so I did the lean burn conversion to the just a 2-barrel carb. That worked out pretty good. Need to do a little bit of tweaking on the carburetor. I think it's the choke might need a little work. In fact, let me start it off. Let's try it up though. And then the brakes, rear drums, shoes, and wheel cylinders, and then the front brake hoses, and then the master cylinder. I think that took care of everything. I'm concerned that front passenger side caliper might be sticking, but hopefully that'll loosen up. And then of course the whole ordeal with the gas tank. So but that's where we're at now. Next step is to get tires so I can drive it. These are that one over here. This is the original tire, and that's an original spare. And of course I should have put something better on the passenger side that tends to spin. But these are pre all-season radials, so obviously they're not going to do very good. And then next step would be then to clean out the engine compartment, get it all organized, and get some of that stuff cleaned up that I don't need anymore from the lean burn. Clean out the outside of the car, give it a nice polish and wax. And then underside, I want to get under there and clean that up really, really good, and seal it up really, really good, and make sure it doesn't have any rust issues in the future. And hopefully that'll be about it. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of mechanical stuff I need to do. I would like to maybe do 4-barrel intake and 4-barrel carb, but that's about it. With it being end of January, I don't see me getting into much. I have to finish the Z24, and this will probably be sitting until spring for another month or so, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky. Anyway, stand by to watch me drive it over to this spot, and we'll see you next time. Let's see what the gas gauge says. Please let it read something. Okay. Quarter tank, just under, so I have 5 gallons in. Quarter tank is 5 gallons. 5, 10, 15, yeah, there's 19.5 gallons in this, so pretty good. And that's at 64,746. Signals? Thought I had turn signals. My gas gauge is going down to Oh, no, it's coming back up. Oh, I should probably brake sooner. No, we're good. Do a little turn around here. Yeah, she does all right. Oh. Been facing me the whole time. I didn't realize that. All right. Well, I'd say that was a pretty successful drive. The brakes I didn't bleed the back brakes, and they probably just still need some adjusting. But I would say this is a success. It's not stage 0 yet. A few things to do yet, but not a whole lot. I am excited. I literally can put tires on this and adjust those brakes and drive it. I'd love to be able to get on this thing once the pavement dries off a bit. But there's just too much snow down, so she's just gonna spin. But anyway, cool. I'm excited. I did go 0.5 miles, so cool. Thank you. Goodbye.